Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Titan class Scorponok. Yeah, he is WFC-E25, and you can see he's coming in this big old somewhat reflective box with a really nice artwork here of, you know, him grabbing Optimus, and no, look, other Autobots are like, oh no, and there's a double dealer back there and everything, and yeah, big old box, and the lights are not, is not happy with the lights. You got the logo top here. On the side, you got, well, blurriness because of what this is. But yeah, you got more stuff shooting. It looks like Megatron actually shooting, but blurry because... yeah, my camera doesn't like that being that close. Let's see if I can... you see there, you got Megatron. And... some other stuff there. It says Titan class down there. On the side, you have, and of course, the usual artwork. And on the back, you have, me readjusting the camera, that's what you got. You have, of course, the various modes and whatnot and copyrights and all that stuff on the back here. And of course, this Titan Master and all that stuff. And it's a little washed out, sorry, but that's how it is with the lights. And I'll go ahead and swap this guy out, and you'll see the, well, full figure, because they both can't fit in frame. Actually, just a second, because there's other things that comes with them, of course. Comes with instructions, which are nice, big instructions. Let me get this out of the way. And you got the nice big instructions there. Pretty easy to read, pretty simple, understand, pretty well done. You also get, hey look, a separate map piece with a bunch of red lines there and everything. You see you got up here, Space Bridge, Arc, Nemesis, Quintesson, Fool's Fortune, all these lines here, and of course, Unicron. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the figure here, and let's get going. All right, starting him off in his fortress/base mode here. It's Scorponok. Yep, Scorponok in his big old thing. Yeah, you can see he's also big enough that he's out of frame on the sides, but I can look over a little bit. Look over a little bit. You can see my window there. But yeah, he's big. He's got the big old ramps and everything. Also covers with, well, Zarak, or at least I'm assuming his big Titan Master is Zarak. I'm not entirely certain. They don't label him at all. There's no names or anything, so I'm pretty sure it's Zarak, because I don't think that is, because that's different. But yeah, he looks like the old Zarak right there. But yeah, base mode here. I'll get into him a little bit. Base mode's also slightly done there. Yeah, you got base mode. You got the towers out, you know, everything. You got these ramps that go all the way over here. You got this big old ramp right here. Yeah, you got the little ramps on the sides. You got that. It's all really cool. Well, I mean, it's a base mode. So is that? Let's see if I can get a. Looks pretty great, I guess. Base modes are always kind of hit and miss with these guys. In general, just base modes tend to be base/city modes tend to be pretty eh. They're not the reason I'm really getting these guys. I'm just here because I want a big Transformer. Yeah, just for a sense of scale here, here's Earthrise Optimus. Just, you know, right there. So that's Voyager class. You can see pretty big. He also does come with effects parts that are very similar to Jetfire's, although mine's also a little bent. You can see that. You know, there's various ports on here throughout the thing. Also weird gunk on mine. Let's see, I'm trying to find if there's any ports here. Those ports? Not really. That's actually, there's a little spot right there for a Titan Master. The unnamed Titan Master. But yeah, he's got this stuff, which I'll probably show off a little bit more in the robot mode and stuff. But it's, you know, just like Jetfire, so it splits apart into 3 different pieces. However you want it there. Where is it? Right. Slide it over real quick because it's also compatible with a bunch of the other base stuff. You can see that you can right there. It's got the thing on the edge. You can just take a figure and just you know, latch it on. There you go. If you want, you can do that. And you then have this sort of connection. Yeah, there you go. Again, he big. So yeah, getting to Zarak here. You're getting to Zarak. Yeah, he's pretty nice. He's he's like Fortress Maximus. They decided to make him a double headmaster. He's got the white, the purple, all that stuff here, the gray. I guess bone white. I guess if you want to be technical, you can kind of see bits of Scorponok back there, but he looks pretty good. Not really a whole lot of paint here because he's not really the main thing. He's got the silver face with red eyes. You can see that. Yeah, it's decent looking. And then the Titan Master himself, which, again, these things are unnamed, so I'm just assuming that's Zarak, and this guy's just, I don't know who he is, but he looks a tiny little Scorponok. And he's got Scorponok's head and everything. He just looks like a tiny little Scorponok. And he's, Titan Master, so he's got a ball-jointed head, although it's very tiny, and mine's very tight. And he's got the ball-jointed shoulder, so forward and up, and a tiny bit outward. Before, of course, mine pops off real easily. And the fused knees and hips, just, that's all they do. And yep, comes the head, and there you go. Articulation, though, again, ball-jointed, so left and right, a little bit of waggle here, but he's a little limited. He hits these collar pieces really easily, or quickly. You got shoulders, which are like a hinge and a hinge, or swivel and a swivel, I should say. So, got forward and, around all the way. Outward goes about this far. There's that piece right there. Got a bicep swivel that's kind of tight, but it's there. Double jointed wrists, or not wrists, those are elbows. No wrist, though. He does have a waist joint. That's nice. Ball jointed, no, I don't think it's ball joints. No, it's double. Now it's one of those dual swivels or whatever. But yeah, forward. Back goes pretty far if you that's another thing is these tab in somewhat solidly, but not solidly enough that it's not, you can easily, it's really easy to knock these out of the back here. That's where you're supposed to put them. You can just get that back tab back in. There you go. Then you also got outward pretty far. You got swivel. You got a knee about just a shy of 90 degrees. And then you can also bend it forward if you want. And that one just came off. That's the most annoying thing about this guy by himself is just simply these do not tab in super well. It doesn't take much to pop them out. And it's really annoying. And you've also got ankle tilt. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, decent little, I guess, not little, but decent Titan Master. All things considered. Move this down a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better. It's decent, but thankfully he doesn't have electronics like Fortress Maximus's did. No Cerebro. But yeah, looks all right. But transformation, you can just leave the Titan Master on for that. You take these bits off, parts for him, because put them back on over here. Peg them onto the side of the arms like that. Take the legs and tab them together. There's a little tab back here. Make sure the ankles are straightened out as well. take the fist here and rotate it in and bring it up, and this will peg into there on the shoulder, like so. Rotate it in, peg that in. Take these little side pieces right here on the, I guess, flaps, these little purple parts, and rotate them around like that. That's to fill in stuff for the head. Rotate it around. Go ahead and open the chest up like this. Bring the arms in, bring them in. And back here, there's a little tab right here. It goes on the, right there, I don't know how to see you. There's a little tab there that goes into a slot on the panel on both sides. So, then you take the legs and you can rotate them up. They go underneath the chest panel. They don't separate from each other. Then there's big old pegs here that tab into the holes right here, if it doesn't untab itself in the process. Got all that done. Then you turn it over, and back here you take this little crest thing, and that's what's neat. Here you can see a little the green eyes on a Scorponok here with like nice little bit of detailing. They didn't have to do that, but they did anyway. You're going to make this up, and then bring this over, and it goes into place, and there you go. There's Scorponok's head. And that's how you transform that. And the cool thing is here, there's storage. If you don't want the headmaster banging around, there is storage on this thing right here. What you do is just open this up right there and just goes in. Like that. If you don't want to see it. If you just don't want it there you go, storage. Right. So yeah, it's an alright base mode, and the Titan Master's alright. So I'm going to go ahead and transform this guy into the Scorpion mode. Just a little bit. Yep. Alright. And get into Scorpion mode. First, take this thing off. Right there. Take that off, put it off to the side. Yes, parts forming. Take this and pull that out. Close that up. Take these little things off the towers, the gun and this purple shield piece up here. They're pegged into 4 posts, or pegged in slash. It's a weird mix of pegs and posts, but yeah. Take those off and take this one off, and yeah, they go in pretty good, so they're not going off and coming off unless you want them to. That's good. Yeah, take those all and put them off to the side, and separate these as well. Like that. Separate them and put them off the side and bump the camera because you're in a weird position. Getting them all off the side because I don't want them in the way, because this, again, lots of room needed. So, first thing, and from there is take this piece and just pull the ramp away from that, like there. Just leave it there, and I go ahead and just fold that up right now. Take these 2 side pieces and move them up like this. And over here, take this ramp and just move it up and put it in there. Move that up. And take the leg and just kind of get it out of the way, and let's see, rotate it around. Not distance, right here. Like that. And then move that up like that. Just leave that there for now. Take this piece right here, do the same thing, close that up, move this out of the way, somewhat straighten that out a little bit, and then rotate the thigh and bring it up. Now, what you do is make sure these panels right here are up and out of the way like that. Like that, you want them like that. Then you take the legs and bring them both down. Make sure they're both straight. And also see that, hey, look, they're in the way now. More adjustments, because big guy. See if I can do this. Right, then you'll take the legs right here. You'll want to take them and you'll want to fold them all the way up. Again, make sure the upper part of the leg here is totally parallel to the ground. yeah, you want to fold these panels over like that as well. This part right here, and fold them all the way around. And also, before you do so, close these back up down so they're flat right there, those panels right there. Then you fold this all the way up like that. Same on this side. Fold that all the way up. There you go. Fold that all the way up like that. And actually, before you do so, also close that up. I always forget that part. I always forget something when I'm transforming. One thing or another, I forget. There we go. Now, over here, this panel right here, you want to bring it down. This peg right here will go into that hole right here. Bring it down and peg it in. That will help lock things into place. Be a little tricky to line up sometimes because, again, big and kind of annoying. Same thing on the other side. So bring this down and peg that into place. So, there you go, that's done. Now back here on the tail, I'm going to bring this back down again so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's down here on the tail, right here. You want to make sure this panel's up, right there. You want to make sure that's up, so that that's out of the way for the wheels and stuff. And then right here, there's little tabs that go into slots back here. You can see those, I hope, the gray part. Yeah. And you bring that in, just bring that in on both sides. It's a T-tab, you just pressure. This clips in like that, and we'll go back to that later. Then from there, you want to go ahead and take the legs and just make them more look like scorpion legs. Yeah, do that on both sides. So just do that same thing on over here. That. Then at the front here, go ahead and bring this down. That. Rotate this around at that joint. Adjust it as you want. I also like to adjust the claws here. I just like to make them a little different looking. And there you go. That's one. Same thing on this side. Bring that down. Rotate that around. Change that positioning. Adjust the claws how you want. Again, I'm just doing what I want here. There we go. There I go. Another thing is, okay, so back of the tail, you want to take this piece, purple piece right here, rotate it around, flip it up like this. This orange piece also flips around and up. And then this piece comes out. You kind of want to curve that around. There you go. You got a scorpion tail. And of course, you also want to take this guy, plug them in. You can see that. Just plug that in. Make sure it's all the way in. So, and we're almost done. I'm going to take these panels right here and let's go ahead and peg them onto the side here, like this. This peg will go into these pegs up here. Will go into these holes right here. I'm not sure exactly which side I want. I just have it so it's kind of the flat parts on the top. That's how I do it personally, but you know, whichever. And same thing on this side. Just peg that in. That. And of course, take the guns here and just peg them in. I like to point them so they're lining up with this. Like that. And like that. finally, you take this piece and you attach it back here on the scorpion tail. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this. But back here on the scorpion tail, there's 2 holes right here, and you just peg that in. Like there. And there you go. That's the scorpion mode, although hard to see him. See if I can get it better. Yeah, there's the scorpion mode. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's really difficult to film because of, well, my setup. But yeah, you can see that, hopefully. See, we've got the claws and everything, the feet, the tail, everything. Very nice looking scorpion mode. I like this mode actually quite a bit. It's really nice, and I would have it like on display in this, except for the fact it takes up so much room. Yeah, it's nice looking. Articulation in this mode, there's not a whole lot really. I mean, you can swivel the head like this a little bit. You can go all the way around, but I'm not going to do that right now. I guess the mandible things can go up and down a little bit, though there's a stopper right here at this point. This, you know, you got a little bit, although the leg's in the way, you got a little bit of hip and down. You got side to side. You got that can move. You got twist there. You got the claws can open that far, and these can be, those bits can individually move however you want. Right there. And of course the tail. You got hinge here, hinge there, and a hinge there. Quite a bit of, you know, quite a bit there if you want. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Again, this is the thing. You can just plug it in multiple places, you know, anywhere there's a little peg. There's a bunch of them. I'm not sure where all of them are. Probably haven't found all of them yet. So there's that. And yeah, again, looks good. Not sure how well this comparison is going to work, but I guess just like Optimus on top. So, again, big guy. And one last thing. One last thing you do if you come up here, you can actually take the little Titan Master off, and that collar piece likes to come off. I'll talk about it a little bit more in a bit. You can actually keep the Scorpion head on without the little Titan Master. That does work. It does work without it. It does plug in. You can take the little Titan Master and, you know, transform him back to robot mode and get him in a sitting position like that. And if you open this up, there's a little spot right there. Plug him in like that. And then you have to move these out of the way a little bit. But yeah, there you go. You can plug in right there. And that works. And so that's one last feature. But yeah, again, great Scorpion mode. Just the problem is he's big and really difficult to do anything with. And again, on my setup, you can see I'm having trouble filming the whole thing. But I'm doing it. So yeah, I guess the final thing to do is go to robot mode. All right, so to do so, you gotta, well, remove pretty much accessories again. So remove this gun. Move that gun. Move this panel. Move the panel from the other side. I'm not going to bother rotating this time because you know where it is. And, oh yeah, remove this Scorpion, this piece right here, this claw piece. Move that from the back of the tail. And of course, take the Titan Master out of his little thing right here. And then put that back together. All right, so first thing I like to do is take this tail piece right here and go ahead and fold that up. Fold it all up like that, and they'll probably unclip itself. I've noticed that it does that pretty easily. Okay, do that. Fold this piece back up underneath and close that back up. Ignore that for now. So I'm going to go ahead and take these panels and unpeg them and extend the leg. Extend the leg like that. Undo that other panel like that and extend the leg. Take these pieces and bring them together like that. That's all they do. Then back here, what you want to do is open up these panels right here, and the foot will come out. And then also on the foot, you want to, on the foot right here, the toe comes out and clicks into place. Then you take this panel and close it up around, and this hole will go over this peg right here. That will fill in the leg. And do the same thing on the other side. Open, pull out the toe, clicks in place. The panel, open that up. Bring the foot out, close that back up. Locks in place. You have the feet ready. Oop. Keep this on the camera. And there, you can go ahead and more or less start to stand them up. And also adjust the knees so they're properly straightened out. There we go. These are straightened out, and the collar just fell off, because of course it did. And one thing I'm going to do here, and I'm going to go ahead and replug in the Titan Master just for the sake of stability. I'm just going to go ahead and replug this guy in like that and just plug it in. And bring the collar back on. Thankfully just 2 pegs, so it's not a huge problem, but it's a little annoying. Undo itself? No. Just being a pain in my butt right now. There we go. Okay. Now we'll go ahead. This is where I'm going to go ahead and rotate the waist around. Do a full 180. Right there on the waist. Now up here, you go ahead and take this panel and move that up like that. Take the scorpion legs here and make sure the little feet ends are bent up, and then just feed it in like that. There, goes in. Do the same thing on the other side. And make sure it's kind of enough so it's going to go in, not get caught on anything, hopefully. Just go in like that. Then down here, go ahead and bring this up. So, there's little tabs right here. There's going little slots right there. That goes in, and this goes up and up. Right here. Kind of angle like this, and there's these tabs right here which go into little slots on the right there on the thing. There they are. The tabs right there go in the slots. Right there, and just push it in. There's no click or anything, but it should work. Anyway, almost done. And I am hitting the very top of what my camera is able to do. You can take the shoulders and bring them down. Straighten out the arms right here. This is where I like to adjust the hand claw things a little bit, make them more like that. Bring this down and around like so. And again, I'm just adjusting those. And the final bit, take the head, well, not final bit, take the head and collar and spin them around 180, like so. There you go, almost done. A couple more things to do. Namely, take these things, peg them on the shoulders. Again, instructions want you to point them out like that. So more or less facing this way on this shoulder. Again, there we go. Peg in. These panels go way down here on the legs. You're right here on the leg. Right here, these pegs right here, and there's 4 peg holes on this, and that's what they line up with. Like that. And again, I like to put the curved part forward. Do the same thing on this side. There we go. Whoop. Ow. Yeah, it came a little unpegged there. Right, and then back here on the back, upside down, these 2 holes, these pegs will go in. And down like that. And there you go. That's Scorponok in his robot mode. And yeah, he's a very big guy. I think he is actually Fortress Maximus size. In fact, I'm going to pull him in right now. I was going to do the comparison later, but hey, why not? Why not do now? Yeah, he's about a head, maybe half a head shorter than Fortress Maximus. Titans Return Fortress Maximus anyway. Also, they're very washed out looking on my thing right now. But yeah, about half a head shorter. So yeah, he's still very big and bulky and whatnot, but still pretty big in his own right. That's half a head shorter than Fortress Maximus. Is still a very tall thing. Yeah, they look good together. So I'm going to be adjusting my display a little bit to get them close together. Yeah, he's big. He's difficult for me to film. I do not have a lot of room here. Yeah, my tripod's at its absolute tallest it can be. So yeah, it's difficult to film him, but he does look great. You can see all this, you know, the blue and orange here. You got some silver and orange here, gray, the purple, the green, a little bit of orange down here, the more gray, orange and silver on here. Nice little head sculpt I pointed out earlier. Some the gunmetal here at spots here and there. He looks great as a robot. And again, there's the various ports on him for this thing. You can like put it here if you want, you know, blast effect. Various spots throughout. And another comparison, I guess, is Earthrise Optimus. Way down there. Not even up to his knee. So yeah, that's a Voyager, so that gives you an idea right there. But yeah, he looks great like this. Posability, though. Head can swivel. It's very tight on mine, too. It's very tight. Can also move down a little bit right there. His arms on a ratcheted, somewhat, it's angled, but you know, it can go full 360, although except for the scorpion legs get in the way of that, but it theoretically could. So you got that outward, another ratchet out that far. You got a nice bicep swivel, nice and clicky. You got 90 degrees of elbow bend. You got this joint if you want. You got this much, I guess, hinge there. Claw can open up this far. The individual claws, you see that? Yeah, the individual claws can do that if you like. Of course, as you saw for the transformation, you can do a full 360 at the waist. No ab crunch bites. At this size, I'm not sure he'd want to just topple over. Hips. Pull forward. Full back. More than full outward. You also click back once. Thighs. And again. And again, thanks to the transformation, he's got full double jointed knee. It's nice. Again, he wants to lean back a little bit. And way down here, he's got a couple clicks of ankle tilt. And I guess you can do that with the toe, although that I would not rely to support because that's nothing but friction and the 2 click points. So I wouldn't trust it, but you can do it, I guess. Just not really trustworthy. Okay, one thing I actually totally forgot to do during the review, so I'm doing it right now. There is the extra little shield claw mode thing where you can do here on the robot mode, which back here, you can take this piece, pull it off, and then down here at the legs, you go ahead and take the these pieces off, the little shield piece things, whatever. Take those off. Take that off. Then you take these pieces right here. What you're supposed to do is kind of angle them together like this so they'll come together and like that, snap together like that. Then back here there's 4 posts and 4 ports. You just put them together. It's a big old thing. And then right on here, go ahead and on the arm, a couple posts and ports on the arm, and you just right here you take these posts right here and they plug them into this, the holes right here. So, and you got a little arm shield thing, which also do here is this thing can open and close these little claw things. I just somehow just forgot to do that. It got into my head that I showed it off already. So anyway, there it is. Yeah, I did forget, but I remember to put it in here. So that's the thing you can do. It's kind of neat. Probably won't do it myself, but hey, I don't know. So back to the review. So yeah, that's Scorponok. He's great, honestly. I really like this guy. There's something just about him that's really nice. I mean, he's got an alright base mode, but most of the base modes I feel aren't particularly amazing. Metroplex always had the weakest one just by default. Fortress Maximus ain't much better. I mean, Omega Supremes is great just because that's what he's supposed to turn into. And well, then again, they're all supposed to turn into, but you know, Omega Supreme's actually pretty fun looking. This guy's probably got the best, pretty good one as well himself, as I would feel. But his Scorpion mode and his Robot mode is where you're here for, I feel. Scorpion mode is great. He even has the wheels to roll around on, just like before. He doesn't, like, I think, if I recall correctly, the original had the legs went up and down when you rolled it. I can't remember for sure if that's true. This one doesn't do that. But yeah, it rolls in those modes. You can actually roll in the base mode as well, but there's that. He's got a great face sculpt and everything. He just looks really good. He's really nice. I just really like him. He just looks great. Just the only thing is like, well, it's at the point where like we're how many Titans class figures in? 6. Yeah, there was Metroplex, Devastator, Fortress Maximus, Trypticon. Oh yeah, Trypticon was for me. That was always the weakest one. Although some people disagree, but whatever. Yeah, Trypticon, Predaking, Omega Supreme. 7th. This is the 7th one. We're at the point of like, okay, if anyone like me, for example, has all of them, you're kind of starting to probably run out of room. Because they're big. They're great, but they're big. So, I do like this guy. It's just, well, where are you going to put it? Anyways, right, he's fantastic. He's worth picking up, I feel, full price. You know, the $150, $160 or so, whatever. I feel he's worth picking up full price. I'm not sure if this guy's going to be like, you know, Fortress Maximus. It's just not, you know, just be easy to pick up cheap. I have a feeling this one's going to be hard to get if you don't get on it now, and I think he's worth it. He is fun to play with, honestly. I just enjoy playing with it a little bit, even if it takes up a lot of room. It's just fun. So yeah, that's I feel that's what it really needs. Is these big things need to be fun, and it is. And you can connect it up to all your other base stuff and have your Micromasters all running all over him and everything. I also forgot to mention during the transformation, that whole back panel ramp thing does a tab in here. It just does it so naturally. I totally forgot that. Just you're supposed to do it, but yeah, it's supposed to tab in there. So totally forgot about that. But just know that when you bring it all in. Yeah, it's great. I really like him and recommend it. Just filming him is hard, especially when you have a space like mine. So I hope you found this informative or entertaining or whatever. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, whatever that stuff. Check me on Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Hope you check out Patreon and Coffee, all that stuff. I hope the audio issues, there's no real audio issues because where the microphone is, I was moving all over the place, and who knows. Hopefully I can clean those up if there's any problems. So for apologies, and I guess not really in advance, but at the end of it. And yeah, hope you stick around, check out my other video reviews. Skylinks and Snapdragon both should be coming up pretty soon, and probably Probus. And hopefully Spy Patrol Set 3. Those all should be coming up very soon. And then I guess we're going to be getting to the next wave finally of Earthrise Deluxes in October and so on. So yeah, that's it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.